This is a stimulus update and daily news report. Got a lot of important updates to share with you. With the war in Ukraine, food prices are high already, but they're expected to go even higher if things continue. I'll give you the details on that. Gas prices are high, which is causing a lot of theft around the country. What's being done about it? Well, 3 House Democrats have just unveiled a new plan to give out $100 monthly gas checks. When it comes to other stimulus and universal basic income, guaranteed monthly $1,000 checks for the next 3 years available in the latest universal basic income program, and Social Security supplemental income payment 2022 $1,657 checks sent this week, but these states won't provide SSI cash, and I'll give you a few other important updates as well. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below, and I'm giving $200 to my subscribers. I'll talk more about that later on in the video, but first, Russia's Ukraine war threatens to blow U.S. food prices sky high. So because of what's going on, food prices were already high due to inflation as well as a few other things going on in the country. But now because of the war, why would a war in Ukraine affect the U.S. food prices? Take a look at this video clip right here explaining more.
Farmers in Ukraine try to plant crops as the war rages around them. The cost of both bread and corn already higher. Wheat prices up 5% today alone, up nearly 40% since the invasion began last month. The surge marks wheat's largest quarterly gain in 15 years, and the price of corn up more than 15% in the past month. CNBC's Seema Modi reports on the potential impact these high prices could have here at home.
Higher wheat prices should make farmers like Nicole Berg, the owner of this 21,000-acre farm in Washington, feel rich. But the costs of fuel and fertilizer are eating into profits.
The issue we're having right now is that input costs are going up even more than the price of wheat.
Nicole, like many farmers, is also constrained by the agriculture equipment market, where supply chain issues continue to delay orders of key machinery needed to plant and harvest.
We have to put a deposit down, so I have money going out, but I can't even get the drill until possibly the fall of 2024.
Last month, John Deere said order books for the upcoming year are mostly full. With planting season of spring wheat just weeks away, farmers in states like Montana, North Dakota, and Minnesota are faced with a tough decision. Should they plant more crop, not knowing whether prices will hold up?
Is it worth the risk? Prices are very high now, but what if the Ukraine crisis suddenly evaporates? Doesn't look like that. Well, then they could be left holding the bag.
Unlike other countries like China that have been stockpiling wheat and other crops, the production of wheat in the U.S. has steadily declined in recent years, down 35% from its recent peak. Dwindling supply as the war continues, experts say, a crisis like this with a potential seismic level loss of wheat supplies globally will impact low-income consumers the most.
In places like the United States, we'll draw down the reserves that people have and are owning, and we will have to run the price up high enough to reduce demand somewhat.
Well, as of now, here in the U.S., no signs of a shortage, but Americans continue to see even higher prices at the grocery store. Cereal is 15% more expensive than a year ago. Bread is higher by 10%. A number of shoppers we spoke to say if prices continue to rise, they will start to cut back. Shep?
Seema Modi, thanks so much.
What are your thoughts on that? Should more be done to help lower the food prices as they're doing with gas stimulus checks? Should there be food stimulus checks as well? Let me know your thoughts on that. And moving on to stimulus, so residents in these 4 states could be in line for $377 million in stimulus aid. So what's going on here is it's talking about rental assistance. So the federal government has taken back rental assistance funds from states that were slow to disperse it. If you remember, there was billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars in rental assistance. The states were not distributing it, and a lot of them, because they didn't distribute it, the federal government took those funds back. So now they were supposed to go out to people to help with rental assistance, and they're back, but 4 states have got that back now. So California, New York, New Jersey, and Illinois are getting additional aid for rental assistance. So that's basically all this is talking about here. And so if you live in those 4 states and you need rental assistance, looks like there's going to be more aid for that. Then tax loophole allows more households to claim stimulus checks and child tax credits this year. Can you benefit? So to save you some time, there is no tax loophole. It's just basically saying to claim any unclaimed stimulus checks through child tax credit, missing stimulus checks. There's no tax loophole, so save you some time with that. And then Universal Basic Income 2022, guaranteed monthly $1,000 checks for the next 3 years available. How to apply. So this is going on in Los Angeles. It's the latest Universal Basic Income program. The county has announced its Breathe program on March 10th. Basically, it's going to randomly select 1,000 qualified residents from the applications received, and these residents will receive $1,000 a month for 3 years. That's a lot. So that means one person could get $36,000 for 3 years, split in $1,000 monthly payments. The program accepts applicants from March 31st until April 13th. So in about a week, you could be able to apply for that if you live in Los Angeles. I'll keep you updated. Then Social Security Supplemental Income Payment 2022, $1,657 checks sent this week, but these states won't provide SSI cash. So what's going on here is Arizona, Mississippi, North Dakota, West Virginia, and Northern Mariana Islands do not provide additional funds. So this is for SSI. Basically what it's saying is because of the COLA hike, cost of living hike, means a retired worker will now see on average their monthly check increase from $1,565 to $1,657 a month. So that's where that 1657 number comes from. Basically an increase of $154. Or what's a typical couple's benefits will rise $154 from $2,599 to $2,753. So basically it's just saying that the SSI payment is going to be higher because of the COLA. And if you're on SSI already, you already know about this. But unfortunately, there's no additional money for SSI at the moment, but I'll keep you updated if anything else comes about. When it comes to high gas prices, what's being done about that? Well, there's multiple bills proposed to send Americans gas price relief checks. So I'm going to go over those right now. Let me know which one you think is the best one. So what it's saying here is Representative Mike Thompson of California, John Larson, and Lauren Underwood. They want to have the $100 per month for individuals, $200 for couples to go out to everybody. This would be a federal stimulus check, gas stimulus check type of program, I guess until the prices go down for oil. So 2 gas price credit proposals target oil to pay for them. So another proposal here is basically big oil will pay a one-time 50% windfall profit tax on any adjusted taxable income in 2022 that exceeds 110% of their average adjustable tax income during pre-pandemic levels between 2015 and 2019. So basically taking a chunk of the oil's profits and giving it to the people. So that's another proposal. And I think those are the ones right there. So that one, they would probably give out $120 per barrel. Or at a price of $120 per barrel, single filers could get $240 per year, or joint filers could get $360 per year. So let me know, which one do you like better, $100 monthly checks or taking a piece of the profit? So as I mentioned before, the 3 House Democrats unveil a plan to send $100 monthly gas checks to Americans and provide relief from rising prices. This one seems to probably be the more popular one. So a group of House Democrats introduced a plan for monthly gas checks to families. It would provide $100 to singles earning $75,000 or below, and $200 for couples making under $150,000. It faces long odds to become law because of likely GOP opposition and tepid support from Democrats. So although this is a proposal, doesn't seem like it's getting much support at the moment, although it was just newly introduced. But let me know, $100 for singles, $200 per month for couples. Is this a good way to tackle the high gas prices, or do you think gas tax suspension? Let me know your thoughts on all of that. And the White House considered sending gas cards to ease the pain at the pump. Spoke about this yesterday. All it is basically, it was rumors of them talking about gas cards. Nothing came about it. There was no number amount. It's basically talking about a a hypothetical that they were going to do it. But there was nothing that came out of it. No proposal, as I mentioned before, with the other Congress members. And a dangerous new form of gas theft is on the rise. So got to be careful about this. I've been to a few countries where they actually have locks on the gas tanks, but that may not help with these type of thefts that's going on. Take a look at this video clip right here.
Skyrocketing gas prices have fueled a new nationwide crime wave, with brazen thieves stealing gas from cars, trucks, and gas stations themselves. CNN's Adrian Broaddus is live for us in Chicago. Adrian, what is behind this dramatic spike in these thefts?
Brianna, good morning. I spoke with members of law enforcement across the country, and they say the spike in gas is likely fueling this crime. And the thieves are bold, not only stealing from individuals and targeting gas stations like this one, but they're also focusing on car dealerships.
There was a pretty strong odor of gasoline.
They smelled it before they saw it.
As soon as you put it in the air, everybody could see that somebody had actually drilled a hole into the fuel tank. Right here is where he was able to drill all the way through the fuel tank.
Mike Gross said this Jeep, a trade-in, was sitting on the parking lot of the dealership he owns. This is the drill Neillsville police say gas thieves used.
So there was maybe 3 or 4 gallons of gas in there, and he did probably close to about $1,500 of damage in order to try to steal $15 to $20 worth of gas.
From Wisconsin to Atlanta and California, thieves, likely fueled by rising gas prices, are stealing from individuals and targeting gas stations with diesel. In Houston,
we ended up losing about $5,000 to $6,000.
That's Jerry Thale on security camera chasing the driver he says stole 1,000 gallons of fuel from his family's gas station over a 3-day period. At first, he thought his sensors were off.
This makes me kind of frustrated and angry. I can't pass this off to my customer.
The van is seen on security footage parking on top of the underground fuel tank.
They'll break the lock, and then they'll have a trap door inside their minivan. They'll open that up, break the lock inside our little little tube that goes into our tank. They'll insert their own tube and then start their pump, and then that's when the diesel is suctioned into their van.
Also in Texas, security cameras captured trucks filling up with diesel at this Chevron station throughout the night. The owner told CNN 2,000 gallons of gas were gone and the value at least $10,000.
Pretty crazy what people are doing for gas. Things are getting really desperate out there. As prices rise, people get more and more desperate. Let me know your thoughts on all that down in the comments below. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. And what I was gonna say is just enjoy the moments right now. Don't be like maybe. Don't be like maybe I'm not good for this. Just do it. Something, if you want to do it, then you can. Because it's just a one-time thing, because you should always do something now than always later, because then it might not be the right time and it might not be the right ending. You might have like people or like.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of your support. Don't forget, I'm giving out $200 checks. I have details to how you could apply for that down in the comments below. So still a few more days to go for it before I pick the winners at random. And thanks for all the support on my pickleball channel. So I'm going to start to upload more videos there. If you're interested in pickleball, love pickleball so much, so love sharing that type of stuff. Anyways, if you want to check out my latest videos, my other channels, you could click up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.